Oh, thank you very much. Okay, there we go. Oh, can everybody hear me good? Yeah? All right, perfect. So yeah, like Jenny said, my name is Joe Campbell, proud member of the Calgary Men's Action Network, as well as Calgary Communities Against Sexual Abuse. And I can't tell you how excited I am to be here tonight, to be able to witness some of the hard work and experience some of the passion that so many great women in our city have put forth to be here tonight to speak out on violence against women. And as a man, I have to say it is an absolute pleasure to have the opportunity to work alongside some of these women in our city. Being here tonight, it's an honor to be able to follow that dedicated and even fearless leadership that so many women have used to make it possible for more people than ever to be speaking out against these issues today. Just look at all the people around here tonight, supporting women's right to live free from violence, breaking the silence to take back the night. It really is that kind of leadership that inspires the kind of change that our world is currently in so desperate need of. I was asked to speak here tonight on engaging men in taking a stand on the issues of sexual and domestic violence. And I'd like to let you know why I'm here and why I do the work that I do. And it's because I know that the majority of men choose not to commit acts of violence against women. However, the reality is the majority of violent offenses committed against women are committed by men. And I believe that men need to step up and do more to change those numbers. Within male culture, we need to recognize that simply not physically harming or sexually assaulting a woman is no longer enough. We as men need to step up and start talking. Like I said, we know the majority of men are good men and are not okay with this violence. But the numbers of violence, men's violence against women, is too huge for us to ignore anymore. And we need to recognize that the time has come to step up and join women to form a united front on these issues. What we have learned through years of organized action is that the kind of change our world needs is not going to happen overnight. And that marches such as this are so important as they work to challenge the societal, as they work to challenge, sorry, I lost it. Oh, I'm pumped, I'm excited to be here. Marches such as this work to challenge the systems that are allowing for this violence to be normalized and tolerated in our society. And they begin to change the deeply rooted beliefs that many individuals hold around these crimes. As a society, we have to change how we view sexual and domestic violence, as we have often framed these as a woman's issue. And we have to stop addressing the crimes of domestic and sexual violence as solely a women's issue. Because ending violence against women isn't a question of is this a woman's issue or is this a men's issue. Creating a society where we can all live free from violence, that's a human right. And we need to change how we view prevention for these crimes as well, and who is responsible for them. Because past prevention techniques have focused on how potential victims of violence should avoid their own victimization. And past prevention techniques don't work because it fails to address the root of the problem, the offenders. Because when it is implied that a woman is at fault for her own victimization because of what she is wearing or for her choice in activity, that does nothing but provide excuses and justifications for the offenders to continue committing these crimes. And that's what needs to be at the forefront of our conversations when talking about this violence. We need to hold offenders as solely responsible for the crimes that they choose to commit. Committing violence against women is a choice, and there is never an excuse for making that choice. We need to be teaching and practicing healthy relationships, educating ourselves on the laws of consent, what that looks like and what that doesn't look like. We need to educate men to know that they can engage in this issue, that it's okay to be angry about other men's violence against women, and that their voice can make a difference. And we need to talk to our children from an early age about these issues. Teach them never to commit or condone acts of violence. And you need to be an example, and we need to speak out against this violence whenever we can. And I know that challenging the systems that allows for this violence can seem overwhelming at times. But as Barack Obama says, change will not come if we wait for some other person or if we wait for some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for, and we are the change that we seek. And by you being here tonight, yes. By you being here tonight, you are very much a part of that change. And it shows that conversations are happening and that our culture is shifting to a culture of offender accountability, a culture where we can all feel supported, and a culture where we can all live outside the threat of violence. Don't forget that it does start with you, but that together we can end this violence. We got this. Thank you. It's been a pleasure to be a part of this conversation.